3, 2, 1. Hello everybody and welcome back to another Warcraft 3 gameplay cast with me, Thanos32. Today we got ourselves a nice little replay cast and let's just introduce the players, shall we? Spawning as the Red Orc, we have Focus. And his opponent spawning as the Blue Night Elf, we have Life. Night Elf versus Orc on Teranas stand. And once again, this is a ladder replay from NetEase, so no observers, so like usual, gonna have to cast without Fog of War, and we have to listen to the annoying rally points. But I hope this doesn't ruin the viewing for you guys. So, yes, Life. Looks like he is gonna go for the standard Ancient Award creep at the Goblin Laboratory. Doesn't want to do anything too risky like do the Ancient Award creep at the Orange Renegade camp, as you could take a lot of damage if that gets scouted and harassed early on.
Work complete.
Focus. Looks like he is going to go standard Blade Master grunts. His barracks looking a little bit delayed actually.
Ready to work.
By a little bit, but it should line up. He should have one grunt out by the time that blade comes out, if not a little couple seconds. So what I predict that Focus is going to do is do the Apprentice Wizard and then get his Renegade. See if he can get some decent items to start off, and of course, level 2.
Work complete.
Now, Orc versus Night Elf, it can come down to a lot of factors, but I think one of the biggest factors is how well can that TC get leveled up, if the TC can get level 3 or not, and if the TC can land some decent shockwaves. Because a nicely placed shockwave at level 2, a level 2 shockwave can do a lot of damage versus Talons. So we're going to have to see how well Life can mana burn the TC. How well he can, damn, I was wrong in my prediction. I'm always wrong in predictions. How well Life can mana burn the TC and how long he can keep the blade up in the air to try to mitigate how much damage that Orc army can do. So, circle it to start off the game for Life. Decent. If he could get Slippers of Agility over here, that'd be good as well. What do you know? Very good start for the Demon Hunter. Focus running over, sells his TP, picks up the circlet, might steal the Apprentice. Now he's gonna go for the Archer. Life's not paying attention. He's gonna lose her needlessly. Looks like he ran over, wanted to pick up something. Oh, a little bit of a sloppy mistake by Life there. Now Focus, he's going to keep the aggression. He's going on to the Wisp. One Wisp down already. Wow. The Blade being a very big nuisance. Meanwhile, Focus, we see tier 2 on the way. We see the second and third burrow. And then soon he'll be able to start more grunts. In fact, he does have his grunts. I don't know where that grunt is. Okay, it's over here. Derp. He was creeping. Blade gets another item, Mantle of Intelligence. Not bad for the TC later on. So now Focus needs to be somewhat careful here. His Blade's out of wind walks now, so he doesn't want to get in a situation where he can get blocked. So right now he's doing a good job canceling the Moonwells here. And notice he's not really extending in, because he knows there's a good chance Life could block that with like a Shadow Melded Archer, or maybe building another building there to block off that gap. Yeah, and I think the early game definitely goes towards Focus here. He's did a lot of annoying damage, got a lot of, got decent kills, and yeah, he's obviously got a big tech lead. Well, not too big, but still. Second, third grunt on the way. Life, how's he gonna salvage this? He's gonna continue creeping. He does still have his Ancient War, so he's gonna get all the value he can out of that. Focus at the same time, looks like he's gonna creep as well. He needs level 2 in his Blade for some kind of critical strike. Even if it's level 1 critic, he still has a chance to do a decent amount of damage. Ah, Slippers. Glad to see that Focus item luck is still there. More grunts, more creeping potential. Tier 2's just about to finish out. Oh, we see a staff. Demon Hunter staffing over here. Looks like he wants to steal Focus's Cobalt Tunneler. Meanwhile, Renegade went down, bring +2. Alright, so I guess the Focus item luck isn't totally set in stone. And we do see the Tarn Chieftain second. Like I said, that Shockwave could just do so much damage versus Talons. We also see Bestiary Spirit Lodge coming up. Life at tier 2 as well. See the shop. No Ancients of Wind quite yet.
We're under
and
attack.
the second hero is going to be the Beastmaster. And it looks like he's not going to harass. He's going to creep. Probably once at level 3. Demon Knight for his level 2 mana burn. You should be able to get it from this camp. I don't know why he's not going for it. Yeah, harassing at the base is really only much of a European style. Although Remind did it versus Focus yesterday at the NSL. Shout out to Neo. Great cast.
Axe to grind.
Alright, TC's out. Going to go for that Endurance Aura first.
We're under attack.
Really, there's no point in going Shockwave first. You really don't need Shockwave until you get a
Work
good chunk of
complete.
Talents out. We see tier 3
Our
on the
town is
way.
under
One
attack.
Ancient of Wind. It's telling me there's a building there. That's a nice little building bug.
We're under attack.
Is he only playing one Ancient of Wind?
Let the killing begin.
Alright, creeping on the way though.
We're complete.
Focus even picking up a Troll Berserker. He does really good damage with Talons. Piercing damage, of course, does extra versus unarmored units.
Ready to ride.
Who's that grunt though? Yeah, as we hear Spirit Walkers coming in. First Raider came out along with the Ensnare. Blade Master's running around, who is level 3. So he has his level 2 Windwalk. Gonna snipe a Wisp. Why is it telling me there's a fucking building here? There's no building here. Go away. Get off my minimap.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I hate that bug. It's the most annoying bug in the world, and that's why I hate casting without observers. Because it only happens when you're in player perspective. It doesn't happen if you're watching as an observer. Rune Bracers, not the item he was hoping for. He wanted Boots of Clothalas, True Shot R. So that's definitely going to be a sell, I think. Oh, but here comes Focus, and this could be pretty big. Isn't Snare finished yet? Yes, it is. He's going for the Beastmaster. Staff and TP switched. Is there another Ensnare to cancel it? No, there's not. Ooh, did you see that? TC went for the Shockwave animation. Focus canceled it at the very last second. Alright, there's the second Ancient of Wind. 2-3's just about to finish. Adept just
Work
finished as well,
complete.
so Life will be able to start his mastery training. But he actually has, like, no units. He's rocking his heroes right now. Usually by the time tier 3 hits, Nidals will have like 4 to 5 Talons out at least, so a little delayment here.
We're under attack.
As you can tell by the supply, Focus is at 40 and Life's only at 24.
Research complete.
So Focus looking pretty dominating here right now. More Spirit Walkers, more Raiders. Pretty sure he got the Adept training. Yes, so he does have his Disenchants. Life coming in behind. He's at tier 3. He's got his Orb of Venom. Beastmaster with the Staff of Preservation. And I know Focus is a fan of expansions versus Night Elves, so wonder if we'll see any Tiny Great Hall expansion anytime soon. Or just a normal Great Hall expansion, but that could be pretty expensive. And I think he is going to go for it. He's got the Peon here. I don't think that's a Spirit Link Peon. Usually you see a lot more than just one Peon for Spirit Link. Alright, Tinker third for life. Talons. Mastery Training just about to finish. Getting more and more Talons. He wants to get up to about 50 supply versus of Talons, whereas Orc wants to usually go for 60. Yeah, Focus is going to go for that expansion. So, will this get scouted by Life? I'm sure these players know each other well enough to realize that there's a good chance Focus might be expanding. I mean, it's kind of the meta nowadays for Orcs to get a expansion later on once they hit about that 50 supply mark. It used to not really be a thing. Like, I know Orcs would every once in a while go expansion, or at least the European Orcs, because back in the day I didn't really cast too many Asian games. But now that I have a mix of both, I think I have a general idea of how different the European Orcs play versus compared to the Asian Orcs. And yeah, at least in the Asian meta, expansions are common. I haven't casted that many Orc versus Night Elves in Europe yet to get an idea of what the meta is like now. I'd have to check out a Orc Worker versus Foggy replay or something. But enough talking about that. Looks like we're having a fight. First Shockwave goes down. I think it only hit these two Talons over here. And Focus going in the low upkeep already. Like I said, that Orc usually wants to be about 10 supply ahead, so he's going to be at 60, whereas the Night Elf is probably going to make up 50. Sentry Ward here, so Life sees this. He would have saw if an expansion got put here, but he should have to know there's something going on here. Now this is where Life can decide. Does he want to go for an counter expansion, or is he going to push and try to kill it? He's got some decent siege damage, I guess, with the Pocket Factory, the Tinker. But other than that, magic damage from the towns aren't that great versus Great Halls. Then they're great versus Watchtower and Burrows, because Focus is in tier 3, so he won't be able to get his reinforced defenses, of course.
We're under
And how many
attack.
Berserkers we see? I only see one. Focus not going too heavy in Berserkers. Sometimes I'd see him with like 2 to 3 Berserkers. Life's coming in. He might be able to get a cancel on that. Focus got to react really quickly. Thankfully for him, he was nearby. His Orc expansions are very easily cancelable if they're built the old-fashioned way. Alright, more Cyclones going down into Blade. TC. Nice Shockwave. Kills one, damages some others. Keeping around. That Great Hall is just about to finish, and it looks like it will be coming up. Alright, another Cyclone on the Blade. He does have an invuln pot, so he will use it when he's ready to get some good damage in, but he's got to save it at the right time. And I'm curious, he did go for a level 2 Windwalk. I remember saying that earlier. So he doesn't have level 2 crit yet. So if he could get level 4, he could do a lot more damage. Demon Hunter's at level 3, so he's going to have his level 2 mana burn. He's also got an invuln. Does he have any heal scrolls? He's got one. Yes, just one on the Beastmaster. Focus has one on the TC, one on the Blade. Puts a robe with a Magi. Alright, here we go. Another Shockwave. Decent hit here. Cyclone on both of Focus's heroes. And the Raider Undergrun's trying to get on top of these talents. Blade Master now using his invuln pot here. Tinker goes down. One Raider goes down as well. Life trying to micro these Talons into a better position. They don't want the Raiders all over them, but Talons are about to be dropping left to right. 2 goes down now. More Cyclones on the display. That's level 4 for the Demon Hunter, and Life is TPing out of this. I'd say that was a pretty decent fight. Focus really only lost, I think it's Grunts, maybe a Raider. Life lost a bunch of Talons and his Tinker, and the expansion did go up, so now Focus is mining on 2 bases. So advantage definitely went to him that fight. Life's about to get one up now, so soon he'll be on 2 bases, and then he'll be able to break upkeep. So just imagine like a 70 food army worth of Talons. Cyclones for days. Yes, Goldmine is up and entangling. Don't see any more Talons. Did the Tinker get resurrected? Yes, he did. Level 1, doesn't really take that long. And here we see Focus wrapping around. So it looks like he has somewhat of a clue that there's an expansion here. So he's going to go down there. Life at the same time going to go here. He's got some Fairy Dragons. And this is going to be an expansion race. And I think it's going to play out better for Focus. He's got the siege damage of the Raiders. I mean, look at how fast this Tree of Life goes down. Oh, Life's running back. Did he not have a TP? He didn't. Life never rebought the TP. Alright, Demon Hunter stepping in. That looks like we're having another fight. Shockwave from the TC, hitting, I believe, 3 Talons. We got 2 Fairy Dragons here and Mana Flare farms, so every time those Spirit Walkers cast, they're going to be taking some damage. More Cyclones going down, another Raider going down as well. That's going to be level 4 for the Blade. Beastmaster using his invuln. Another Spirit Walker goes down. Focus is still up 8 supply though. He's got level 4 in his Blade now, so he has a chance for a level 2 crit. But he does have the TP out of this. So that fight definitely going a lot better for Life, but in the end, he still loses his expansion. Focus still mining on 2 bases. That's not really a good situation for Life to be in right now. He knows he has to push now. He's going straight for Focus's Expo. Focus, he knows this is coming. He's preparing. He's going to pick up more scrolls, more invuln pots. He's getting his army lined up here. Although these Raiders running into the army. No, we've seen the Cyclones going down onto him. No. Could have been some Raider kills. Focus, he's got it. He's got to be waiting on one item. I think he was waiting for another skull. Yep, he got it on his TC. Here comes another fight. Mana Burn going to take away all the shockwaves. TC is out of mana. Level 2 for the Tinker, and Blade Master going right in, but of course he gets Cyclone. All right, another shockwave. That's one Talon down. 2 Talons down. Focus's Raider count not looking that strong here. Still though, these Talons are just getting sliced away. Alright, more just chance at TC though. He's got to be careful. He's getting lower and lower. The right clicks. He's kind of getting blocked up by his own Raiders. It is 51 versus 44 supply. A lot of Focus's units are very injured here.
We're under attack.
Now the Great Hall getting focused down. No repairs going into it. Focus coming in again. Another Cyclone gonna hit that blade. Focus wants to keep that Great Hall alive, but it drops. It's now 1 base versus 1 base. Focus gonna back off. No point in staying here and fighting. I think the expansion's already down. I don't think there's really a point to take a fight anymore. He thinks otherwise. It's 52 versus 50. 2 supply is not that supply lead you want in this matchup. Another Cyclone onto the Blade Master. Shockwave? Hitting 2 Talons, I think. Here we go. Fairy Dragon's trying to focus down that Berserker. See the Beastmaster getting ensnared, and I think things are going pretty low for life here. The Raider count got up, though. More Talons go down. 1 Raider gets dropped. Blade Master going to use his Invuln Pot to keep him from getting Cyclone, but Lesser Invuln doesn't last that long, and the TC continuously getting beat down. He has to remain in the back. And GG is called. Life taking a pretty dominating win, I would say. It was looking really good for Focus, especially in that early game. You know, he got good harassment in, got the Archer, got a Whisk kill, canceled some Moonwells, and things were looking pretty decent when he held the expansion and, you know, killing Life's expansion. But in the end, Talons, they just reproduced so fast. Life was able to maintain a good army count, maintain some decent fights. You know, he was killing Raiders. I mean, Talons rebuild a lot quicker than Raiders, let's just be honest, so I think those were kind of the factors that lead into Life's victory. But anyways, if you guys like this cast, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You want to watch me play Warcraft 3, follow me at Twitch at twitch.tv/Thunders32, and I will catch you guys later. Unless you're on the stream.